We all know housing prices are soaring, especially condos in downtown Nashville. Good evening, everyone. I'm Rory Johnston.
And I'm Carrie Sharp. Some of those expensive condos were once set aside as affordable housing, and developers received tax breaks to do it.
Investigative reporter Ben Hall tracked some of those units and found they didn't stay affordable for very long.
We started looking into this because in the new East Bank development, units will stay affordable for 99 years. A big change for our city.
I'm a full-service real estate broker.
Walking into Dan Lane's real estate office is like going back in time.
I've been doing it for 35 years. I got my license in '88. These are keys for the units that we manage.
He's managed hundreds of rental units in Nashville, and he's seen affordable housing evaporate.
Prices and rental rates in Nashville have shot up so fast, so quick.
He recently managed this apartment building on Jefferson Street. It received Metro tax breaks in 2008 and federal funds after that in exchange for creating affordable housing. So what exactly is considered affordable? It's based on a national standard and the area's median income.
It's a mixed-use building. It got 12 units.
But the affordable housing requirement at this building just ended, allowing rent to go up hundreds of dollars a month in some apartments.
Those rents have gone up to what they can get now, and they're probably asking pretty much what market rates are.
Look at the view. That is awesome.
Back in 2006, when high-rise condos were first opening downtown, Metro gave developers tax breaks to set aside 20% of their units as affordable. But in many cases, they only had to stay affordable for 5 years. Take the Icon in the Gulch. It received $7 million in tax breaks. We found a small 614-square-foot condo set aside as affordable in 2009. That year is sold for just under $150,000. Today, long after the affordability requirement ended, it's valued at more than $400,000. The Viridian received $6 million in tax breaks for affordable housing. We found a small unit that sold in 2006 for $137,000. Today, it's valued at $425,000, according to Zillow. And the Crest downtown received $650,000 in tax breaks in 2005. In 2006, a small unit sold for $130,000. Today, the affordability requirement is gone, and it's valued at $356,000.
5 years is way too short of a time period to build in long-term affordability across your housing stock in a city. Now,
TSU professor Ken Chilton agrees with a Metro report that found a need for longer-term commitments for affordable housing.
It was an entirely different place. After 5 o'clock, the streets were empty.
Former Mayor Bill Purcell defended the short-term requirement. He says that was all developers would agree to back then. When he was elected in 1999, he says only about 900 people lived downtown. Broadway was not a booming district. It was full of adult businesses. Purcell says his goal was to get more people to move downtown. For decades, city policies pushed people into the suburbs.
We worked aggressively for decades to move people out of the core of the city. And the result of it, frankly, was a downtown that was failing. We had to do what we had to do to get people into the game, into the business, in order to get people into housing, and we did just that.
He says those who first moved downtown were taking a risk and deserve to benefit, like any homeowner, from Nashville's growth.
And I don't know where they are now, but wherever they are, they've moved on up, and I'm happy for them.
The 99 years on the East Bank, we may never achieve that in another deal ever again.
Chief Development Officer Bob Mendez says it's remarkable the developer of the East Bank agreed to keeping units affordable for nearly a century. The city is still trying to figure out how to enforce it 40 or 60 years from now.
That's a high-class problem to have, and we know there's tools out there where we'll be able to do that, but we don't have to worry about that till we're a couple decades in.
Yes, 99 years is good.
Dan Lane would love to see that kind of stability in Nashville's affordable housing. We've never had it before.
This is a modern American city that can compete with any city on the planet.
Nashville's former mayor says Nashville has evolved and grown, but maintaining that growth means finding a way to keep the city affordable.
If the market will sustain a 99-year lock into affordable housing, that's great. 25 years ago, that never could have happened.
A church bought that apartment building on Jefferson Street and followed all affordable housing requirements. Those ended in January. Now the church is selling the building. It shows how affordable housing comes and goes in Nashville and why 99 years is a huge change.